Hello, Virgos. How are you? Jess here. I hope you're well. Welcome to your Virgo seasonal healing. So, this is for Virgo season. It could be a collective healing if you're drawn to it, or if you have strong Virgo placements in your chart. If you just like the Virgo energy, you are welcome. How are you guys doing? I want to apologize bringing this out a couple days later than planned. I have been deeply immersed not only in these energies but in facilitating a Reiki training, um, which took priority. And I'm glad to say that continuous Reiki is just fueling and fueling and fueling these future healings for you guys. So hope you're well. If you're back, welcome back. I'm so glad that you found previous healing supportive. And if you're new, welcome. The way my monthlies work for the seasonals is that I pull one card, and I normally am just calling on whatever deck wants to come up for that sign and that season. And Virgos, you got the Archangel Fire Oracle. So we'll see what comes up for you there. It just sets the tone for the healing. And then I give about a 10-minute or so Reiki healing, and intuitive messages come up in the process. If you're new to Reiki, welcome. It's a harmonious energy healing modality that will never deplete, it will never cause harm, has nothing to do with my energy at all. I'm just a conduit and a channel. But it does have to do with your willingness to collaborate with the energy. And by collaborate, I don't mean work hard. And sometimes I don't even mean do anything, because a lot of this healing is happening in our subconscious, that 95% of us that we're completely unaware of. So just coming into this with a willing state of just being open is all that's needed. Now, that subconscious healing, there's trust and faith to be had in that, but that doesn't mean that we're not going to have conscious sensations, temperature changes, tingles, emotional releases, epiphanies, what have you. So, whatever your experience is exactly meant for you. This work is also so powerful that it can be done from a distance, which is why we're together here today. And my guides tell me every time now, don't forget to tell them to come back to the healing if you do feel the call, because these pre-recorded videos are a gift in that you might have missed a message the first time through, or maybe there's a new level to the healing that you're ready to unlock for yourself. So, Virgos, how are we feeling? We are so close to being done with Mercury retrograde. This one was, tipping into Virgo, and you know, that could mean it was very beneficial for my Virgo placements. In many ways, we are reviewing, we are recharging. All of a sudden, as I'm talking, I'm having a hard time breathing. So I wonder what's going on there. Like catching my breath. So you may be working really hard. I don't know. We'll see. This could be symbolic, like I'm hearing the word suffocate, which is interesting. Um, we might be taking on too much, or there's something in our life that is metaphorically suffocating us. I don't know. I don't know. That might just be for one of you out there. So we'll see. But how are you feeling in these energies? It's been really, really interesting. Really powerful time to be living right now. That's for sure. So guys, Virgos, let's see what angel wants to come out. That was fast. You got an angel right away. All right, guys. I'm just feeling into this. All right. This one I'm less familiar with, and so I'm sorry if you know this name and I'm mispronouncing it. The book might tell me and correct me, but Chamul or Kamul. Beautiful, beautiful card. In case you want a screenshot, I'll just hold it there for a sec. I don't know, guys. I'm picking up on a lot of heart chakra. I feel like something's weighing on my chest right now. I feel like I have to sit up taller. I feel like I have to take like bigger breaths, you know? I'm going to be reading from the book, not the full message, just because it's a really, really dense deck and book, which I love. Um, but I'll be reading the main messages. I'm just feeling a lot, guys. That's why I'm pausing here. Okay, so I'm just seeing if it has a phonetic. No, I think it's Chamul. I hope I'm getting that right. So this archangel that you can call on, their key phrase is love and relationships. See if I can hold that and read at the same time. The main message is open your heart and let yourself be cherished. Always remember that you are loved, for you are made of love. Wow. It's all of a sudden getting really emotional, guys. We'll see what messages come up for you, but I'm just seeing if there's any other messages just in the deck calling out for you before we start the healing. Known as the angel of the heart or the loving one. Her name comes from the word lenechem in Hebrew, which means comfort and compassion. Her pure love can help release sorrow from your heart and guide you towards forming open-hearted and balanced relationships. Call on her to attract romance or when you need help to resolve issues with loved ones. All right, so those of you who followed me now know that we're prone to tech cutouts, especially during Mercury retrograde. So first one under our belt. Um, so what I was saying was that latter part, the resolving issues with loved ones. Some of us might be going through something in particular in any kind of relationship. This doesn't have to be intimate, okay? Um, and it could be familial even for some of you. I'm getting resolving issues, or like some of you could have been going through like kind of teeter tottering whether to end something with someone. I'm feeling this kind of teeter totter feeling, like this back and forth. So messages are always coming out fast, guys. Let's take a moment to prep for Reiki. We'll keep going. If you're new here, I just encourage you to not try to work. Become present with yourself. Give yourself the gift of your own attention. My ear is now ringing really loudly. Take a breath into your body. Come into this present state. We're going to thank the Reiki for all the healing that's about to take place for my beautiful Virgos. Yeah, this heaviness in my chest, guys, it's really interesting. The best way I can describe it is that it's possibly connected to grief. It might not be as deep as grief, but maybe it is. Maybe it's sadness, not that sadness is a minimal emotion, but grief is what's coming up because grief is very heavy in our body. It's really challenging to move grief. We can't force it. We can't force it. So if that's you, I'm so sorry that you're going through that. But grief is such a powerful and uncomfortable emotional lesson for us. If you try to ignore it, it will come up in different ways. So for some of you, that is the strong message. You can call on her to ask for you to move through this grief, or ask for you to move through some sort of resolution in regards to your interactions, your relationships, what have you. I'm even picking up on, for some of you, it might not even be a specific relationship. It could just be just like your definition of love. Like we're working on, yeah, like I'm even hearing like some of you have had the idea of love just completely shattered. Like you thought you knew what it was, and now you're going, oh, that's not love at all. Like, how do I give an example of that? Like codependency, right? We can feel that by sacrificing ourself, we are showing love, right? But we know when we say that rationally that that's distorted, and we know that that's not true love. For some of you, I'm getting a strange message of like pity or feeling sorry for someone is also not love. That's powerful. So what's going on, guys? All right, I'm curious as to how strongly this heart chakra is going to talk to us. Sometimes when I scan through the chakras, all of a sudden they're like, "Nope, I'm going to hide." So we'll see. Let's scan you real quick and just feel how those chakras are talking to us. Go Virgo. Definitely heart into solar plexus. There's something stagnant in the heart solar area, kind of high solar, low heart. I'm just sitting here with the root and the sacral for a second because one of them's trying to talk to me, but they're kind of, it's kind of elusive as to which one. So give me a second. Okay, sacral. All right. I'm going to bring the focus right into, so where I'm feeling is like right at the bottom of the sternum before you hit the diaphragm. So to me, it's a heart stagnancy that is affecting our power center. It could be vice versa. We'll see. But I'm going to bring my attention right to that area. And you can feel free to just draw your breath into that area. Whatever this is, guys, it has really tired you out. Because I'm feeling it kind of like go back into my adrenals, like a burnout thing. Like there's it could be, again, it could just be that the grief is just wearing you out. It could also be that whatever this issue in a relationship is that you're looking to resolve, you're just tired. You're just tired. And so I'm feeling this sensation of like heartbreak, and yet also like for some, like, oh, God, I just don't know what to do anymore. Like almost like a giving up kind of feeling. And for others, I'm feeling an energy of regret, and I don't know what that is. I might not dig into that at all. I think that that's something that whoever is meant to hear that knows exactly what that means to you. Yeah, and the crown was pretty heightened too. I'm feeling a bit of a headache right now. I think, to be honest, guys, let's get real. I love my Virgos, and I say this letting you know that I am a Virgo stellium, which means that I have multiple Virgo placements in my chart. So I resonate with your energy a lot. There is some overanalysis happening. And that Virgo energy, it's so easy for us to get into the details, and we can do so well, right? With like the organization and being very meticulous and planning things. But that can also be really easy to like tip over into what I call analysis paralysis, right? We're overthinking, we're too much in the head, there's rumination. And then that's where this teeter totter energy is coming back in that I feel into my body, guys. Like confusion about what we want. Um, Confusion about what we want, and yet coming out into the world going, what are you talking about? I know exactly what I want. But when we're coming into our solitary state, we seem to go back and forth a little bit. And some of you might be conscious to that, and you're just like intentionally kind of putting on face in public. And some of you don't even realize that you are confused about what you want. That's really interesting. It's really, really interesting. I'm still in this solar plexus heart area. Something feels stuck like a bubble, like we're trying to breathe it out. I feel like I need to stretch it out. And then my adrenals feel really overworked. So I'm feeling like, physically speaking, my T spine, my mid spine needs more mobility. It's locked, which is around the heart chakra. Um, the more that you can drop into your feelings when you're in your solo time and in your solo space, the more that you're going to be able to love yourself and lead from your heart. Okay? Because what I'm picking up on, and I think this is why I'm feeling the connection between the heart and the solar, is that I don't want this to come off as harsh, but I keep hearing it. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself. This is connecting for some of you to that feeling of regret I had before. I'm here feeling a huge bounce back on that. Be honest with yourself. I think that's hurting some of your hearts a little bit when I say that. Let's sit with that for a second. Some of you, this is honesty about the regret you have. Maybe you feel as if you've made a mistake and you could have done better. For some of you, it's about being honest with yourself about being in a very exhausting situation and that you deserve better. For some of you, it's a real wake up call about self love. And let me get a little more detailed on that. Because when it comes to self love, maybe this won't be more detailed. Maybe it'll actually be broad and general. Sorry, I'm getting a lot of messages here, Virgos. Um, Self love does not just always simply mean I'm loving myself when I'm not focused so much on someone else. Sure, that's true, but try not to take that message simply as that. What does self love mean to you? I'm talking like, what are your day to day consistent habits? How are you speaking to yourself throughout the day, always? Not related to any situation or any other person. How do you speak to yourself? How are you treating yourself? I'm getting, this is really specific, but I'm getting for some of you when it comes to eating and when it comes to exercise, you might be really disciplined and consistent with it, but you might not be speaking to yourself kindly as you do it, or you might be going into it with um, kind of like a harsh intention towards yourself, right? Like body shame or guilt, going in with the idea of guilt. That's for some of you. My head hurt when I said that. All right, so yeah, lots going on, guys. Some of you definitely are going through some deep grief, and I'm getting like delayed reaction. Like maybe the grief that you're now starting to feel and process and go through is actually from something that happened a while ago. And you've been in survival mode, going, 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 and now you're in a state where you're actually able to feel it. Wow. For some of you, whatever this issue is that you're trying to resolve isn't necessarily as big as you think it is, and it just requires communication. So if you're thinking a lot of things or assuming a lot of things and not speaking to the other party, that's your first step. All right, one more scan. That crown is active, Virgos. Wow, you're taking in a lot of info right now. All right, it's a little bit better. It's more down in the solar plexus now, which is all about calling our power back. It's all about, I think that's really the big message is be honest with yourself, Virgo. What is it that you need to be more honest with yourself about? Okay. Try not to make the answer to that about another person. That's coming through really strongly. Be honest with yourself, but try not to make what you're being honest with yourself about another person. We're talking about like deep soul retrieval work here. We're talking about like, I need to be more honest about the fact that I react this way to certain things, or it's about owning our part, not to blame, not to put wrong on you, but owning our part of how we speak to ourselves, how we might overanalyze or ruminate. I feel like you already know exactly what that answer is. Nice, guys. That's good. It's moving. It's moving. It's moving. Feel free to come back to this one. Yeah. Remember, this is all Virgo season. So you come back when you feel called. I feel like we need some tinglies today. Yeah. Awesome, Virgos. I'm going to focus on the solar plexus with our final breath today. If you want to focus on the heart, feel free to focus on green. But I'm going to focus on like a honey gold color, okay? And we're going to breathe together slowly, hold at the top, and feel that color come into our body, okay? Let's try not to work too hard. Relax your body. Exhale, get all the air out. Slow inhale in through the nose. Hold it at the top. Feel that gold or green coming into the body. Feel it fill up every single cell, every single crevice, every square inch, and feel it really charge you up with authenticity, honesty and authenticity. So you can really feel that true, genuine confidence and empowerment. Let's exhale, push out what doesn't serve you. Yeah. Beautiful, guys. I think it's pretty clear. I don't think I need to say much more. Let's lock your energy up nice and tight into your solar plexus, okay? What's yours is yours, and what does not serve you, kindly stay out. You have free will. We're not putting up armor. You have the choice to let in whatever you like, and we're going to start making that clear choice now. Yeah, beautiful. Virgos, that was really powerful. I'm just going to show you this image one more time. Don't forget that you can call on her when you need support in this. Look at that loving gentility, kindness and compassion to yourself, first and foremost, okay? And then to others from there. All right. Whew, Virgos, that was beautiful. I hope you found this healing supportive. I'm able to breathe a little bit more now, so I hope you are as well. What do I have to say? I just got totally into the energy that I forgot what I say at the end of my videos. All the information for my one-on-one work is down below. Please do like the video. Please subscribe if you haven't joined this beautiful community yet. Drop a comment down below. Let us know what's going on or send love out to the community. I love how you guys do that for each other. Share with a Virgo or someone who you think that this would support. And reminder that I have memberships up now. So check out that memberships tab to receive more extended healings, energy chats, astrology check ins, things like that. It's a small, intimate group. So those messages are resonating even more strongly for my members, which is really beautiful. And it's just a really great way to build more community. Um, Thank you so much for your donations. You can either join as a member, you can drop a super thanks down in the comments, or I have links below for donations if you found this healing supportive and you do have the means. I appreciate you all so much for those of you who do that. What else do I have? Yes, do check out, just because of the message of self love, and that is the work that I do in my one on one immersions. Check out all my services down on my website if you're feeling the call. But if you're really looking for that jump start in the self love, check out my online program called The Shift. It's short, you can do it on your own time, at your own pace. Okay, guys, Virgos, I love you, and I will see you next time.